All right, it's way too hot. Whew. Good morning, guys. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Hope everyone's having a nice morning this morning. It is 9:02 Eastern Standard Time, December 16th on a Friday, OPEX Friday, options expiry day. Let's go ahead and go over it together. Dow futures down about 354 points, down about 1%. NASDAQ down 0.45%, holding up better. S&P down about 1%. Russell down about 1.04%. 3888 on S&P futures. 3900 is that yellow line. I want to go over that line here in a second. I did post a macro minute last night on Instagram. If you want to take a look at that, we talk about the dollar and that trend line there of around 104, 103.99, 103.72 or so. If you've been watching the morning note, again, it's been very macro focused. You know, the dollar kind of leading the way. You could see that it's bouncing on the daily on that trend line. And again, that's what's hurting the S&P 500. Again, commodities as well. You know, even with the Dow being down, I think down about 900 points, gold was down yesterday. So again, it really isn't about safety more than it is about the dollar. Again, we need the dollar to come back down a little bit. We had some hawkish rhetoric from Fed Chair Powell, ECB, Bank of England, all that. So again, that's kind of all putting together with the dollar bouncing here. You could see, again, still downward trend. I mean, since October, since the bottom that we called. Again, that's been since September. I believe it was October 15th. We had that drop here or so, and then we continued down to lower to this trend line here. So again, what we're really looking for is to see if that dollar does break and then gets us at least the Santa rally that we're expecting. In terms of the S&P 500, this week has been absolutely it just sucked. I did expect us to continue higher. We had some spikes, we had some drops. You could see you got as high as 4180, got as low as 3880. About 300 points in the middle. So again, very frustrating. Again, unless you played short yesterday or played short tonight, I still have calls. It's just been a brutal one, really week to week. Been a tough December, I think, for Wall Street as well. So let's see what we get moving forward. What I do see here, let's go to the S&P 500 here. Let's see the 4-hour chart. No, I don't want to see that. Let's see the 2-year. No, that's not what I wanted to see. Let me see here, the 5-minute. Okay, that's where I wanted. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and expand this S&P 500 level. And I want to take you back to September. And if you guys were a part of the service or were following us in September, right around September 12th, right here around September 5th, 3,900, kind of my enemy of the line. 3,900, why? Back in late August, September, I remember everyone was saying about the August move, that it was a pivot. Well, it wasn't. And I remember saying to our members, I'm not really set on this bear market rally. I don't buy it for a second because nothing has really changed. Now the Fed has actually raised less, 50 basis points versus 75. So again, I think a lot of people confused in August, what October was supposed to, or now December is. From 75 in August saying that, oh, we may slow down. That didn't change to 50 and we're not going to slow down. So kind of a different setup here. Why is this important? If you do look at this level, at this 3,900, you could see it's kind of that shoulder line in a weird way, kind of that neckline here. And the reason I say this is because the last time I went heavy on puts, and I remember it very vividly, was right towards the end of August. And I believe we had an OPEX or some kind of big binary event. I had to look back. And I said, we're going to break 3,900. And I bought puts right on that break. What happened? We rallied literally to 4,150 in the next week. And I was yelling on my computer, doesn't do anything. Pissed the hell off, doesn't do anything. And guess what happens just a week after? It breaks down. So it's kind of like, being right isn't enough in this business. It just isn't. You have to be right. And you got to be on time, which is extremely difficult. So again, that 3,900 level, you could see that we bounced back in August, that first in September, and then we finally broke it. So here, we're back to 3,900. We tagged this 4,100. We came back down. We broke above it again, and now back to that 3,900 level. Why is this level key? You're right at the 50-day moving average on the daily. Trust me, guys, I've done puts many times in my life, and I want to kill myself every time the market goes down and I don't have puts, especially if I have calls, because it is so difficult with those premiums being juiced, especially with OPEX. So a tough week all around, but we're right on that 50. Again, call me crazy. I've been saying it. I do think we bounce here. I mean, eventually I'm going to be right, right? We're not at the lows. The lows at 35.02. I still say with the center rally is in effect. Why do I say that? Keep in mind, if we did put this on the blog the other day. Let's see. This is from the Discord channel. And again, I put this up on SPY. Again, that trend line, that nice Fibonacci level we've been holding. That's why I really didn't do much. And again, stocks tend to bottom December 15th and then rally. And then you could see how it rallies higher, about 2% for the rest of the year. Now, is that great? We'll see. But on the flip side of that, let's take a look at the conditional seasonality. In bear markets, red line, in December, we do fall a little further. Bull markets, we do go. All years, we do go higher. But again, pick your view. That's really it. I still say that we go higher towards the end of the day, end of the year. Again, we're right at that 50-day moving average. We did break out of this channel here. So you could see we did break down below it and settled below it. But to be fair, we also broke out of this trend line as well. So again, it's really pick your poison. I still say 3,900 does hold. We'll probably get some really weird volume come in due to OPEX, and we'll see where we get from there. Again, my eyes are on the dollar, but again, you could see what I'm seeing here. I still think we go higher. I still think we have this 1, 2, and then this 3 loop, kind of an inverse head and shoulder, kind of in a diagonal sense if you see it. Again, we still need to hold 3,900. That's really the key, and that's where I'm watching. What happened to Roblox? Let's see it. This is from Thomas. Roblox fell. They had some report on daily active users. I own the stock. It is down. I remember speaking to a friend of mine regarding Roblox. He owns it for his kids as well. And it's been a brutal one. Again, it's a high beta name. So again, it is all lumped in together. Roblox is a video game. Same thing as Activision Blizzard. Let's go to ATVI. ATVI, bigger market cap. Down as well. Pretty ugly, but down as well. And this is with being offered to be bought out by Microsoft. So again, maybe not the best comp peer over peer. Let's see if I can find, is it Interactive, Rockstar, what is it? Take-Two. Take-Two Interactive. This is GTA and all that. And again, GTA, Take-Two, how much money they made, and look where we are. I mean, basically sliced in half. So again, looking at a Roblox from 141 down to 27, it's been a lot more. But again, you could see just how these high betas in a rising rate environment, guys, yields you got to chase something in terms of yields. But if you can get a 3.5 or 3.2% on your savings account year over year, that's what I have on my Ally Bank. They just raised the rates. It's going to be kind of tough to want to go for these really hyper or high beta names with high upside because of you get the guaranteed FDIC return about 3.5%, which is not bad. But again, that's cash. If you own a stock or something like that, again, price fluctuations happen, or you're getting dividends. So again, it really depends on the person. In a high rate environment, these high growth names are not going to do well. But again, if we do get some kind of pivot, 2023, again, I don't want to hang my hat on that, but I do believe the Fed is going to change face as they always do. And again, you'll see as the tech companies do get a bid in a more accommodative rate environment. Gold futures are up 0.4%, 17.95. Gasoline futures down 2.27%, 74.19, 74.20 for the crude oil futures, down 2.5%. Silver futures down 0.62%. Euro dollar 106.31, up about 6 pips, down 77 pips, 137.01 for the pound yen. Pound dollar 121.99, up 18 pips, 0.15%. Bitcoin 16,930, kind of hovering on 17,000. We always say that. 1205 for Ethereum currently. VIX is at 23.51, up 3%. Dollar again pretty much flat, and yields are bouncing 3.3519. We'll go to TNX here in the bottom left, and again it's just pretty much holding that same kind of pattern, that 100-day on the daily. We're still on the 50-day on the daily on S&P 500 futures. As you can see here, really the question is, does it give out? And if it does give out this level, really the next one you're looking at here is 37.41. So we would just basically retracing the CPI move from November. We already retraced the whole CPI move from December, and then we had Powell come down. The question is, do we get back up to around 4,000 level with OPEX coming up? Who knows? So much volume coming in. Maybe some shorts start closing up. We had put call ratios pretty elevated yesterday. I think it was above 1 at that point. So we'll see what we get from there. I'm going to send out the newsletter this weekend, guys. If you have not signed up for the newsletter, Make sure to check out our website, garcapitalfx.com. So you can go ahead and just log in, create a profile. It's free. Again, just to get the newsletter that we have sent out every week. So we'll go over a couple things in terms of macro and stuff like that. So again, a really rough week. It is week to week. I feel like an NFL team sometimes you're great when you win, you suck when you lose. Momentum changes. But again, we still got 2 more weeks to the end of the year. We're going to keep grinding, and we're going to see what we get from here. I want to see where we close, and then we could start taking a look at forecast for next week and moving forward. But again, it's really up in the air. 3,900 is a key level for me. I need to see that we go ahead and settle above that. So again, day by day, week by week, it is not easy. It's very humbling, guys, to come to you on video, especially with our members when we have a rough week. But you know what? It doesn't matter how I feel. What matters is the results. Then let's not confuse effort with results. Results matter, results-based business. So again, we are going to double our efforts to do the best we can with the market that we have in front of us to do what we got to do to profit from it. So this week, let's burn the tape, see where we can go next week and go from there. And I've had it many times this year, many times throughout my 8-year tenure as doing this GAR Capital stock trading stuff. It's not fun sometimes. It's great when you win. When you lose, it sucks. Kind of the way it works. But 3,900 being the key level. That's right. I want to get that in my head the whole time. So TNX, does it break? Does the dollar break around that 104 level? That's really what we're looking for. Take a look at the VIX. Is it going to break above that trend line? There's so many things that are just hanging on by a thread, guys. And what really just really upsets me is the fact that sometimes you're right, but it's not on time. And that's what sucks. Either you're just too early, and that's the worst thing. But we'll go ahead and keep working as we go along. Have a great rest of your weekend. I know I'll need it after this week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys bright and early, 9 a.m. on Monday morning, going over the rest of the week. And let's go ahead and close out the year strong. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Always, always important. Have a great rest of your weekend, guys. I will see you soon. France and Argentina on Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and pick France to win. What do I know? But again, I think France does win. Hope you guys enjoy the World Cup game. Goldman Sachs is laying off 4,000 workers. This is the same thing that I've been saying. Fed Chair Powell is not even accounting the layoffs. He wants you to lose your job. He wants you to lose your job to reduce the speculation in the market. So that's where we are. Metaverse. Let's go and take a look at Meta. Take a look at Meta here on the daily. Not much. Let's take a look at the hourly before we call it a day. Pretty much in no man's land until you break really 125, my man. So, Silas, excuse me. So again, really about 124. That's what we're looking for. Really no man's land here. We'll just have to wait and see. But the NASDAQ is outperforming. Keep an eye on that. And the dollar, 10-year yields, and S&P 500 is what my eye is on today. Wish I had better news for you as we go along. But OPEX today, it's going to be extremely, I don't know what to expect. $4 trillion worth of nominal value of contracts being traded just today, or expiring today. Should be a fun one. Let's see what we get. Have a great rest of your morning. I'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the World Cup. Cheers, guys.